Ripple coin had a really nice trend bounce here, as you can see, which is heading currently towards our upper zone of 80 cents. Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the channel, and we're back with Ripple coin, XRP coin. And before we go on a technical analysis, let's see what we have been sharing with you for the last couple of days. So basically, since 8th of January, we have spotted a nice bullish or upward trend lines on the Ripple coin, and we spotted it just near this price of 56 cents. And throughout these days, which was like 4 days, we had a really nice bounce, and now we have fully activated these long positions here. So as we can see, we had a really nice bounce. Now zooming in, we see that yes, we had this small like liquidity movement breaking this trend line, but it was just a liquidity sweep, meaning just a long squeeze. And then we had nice touch to this trend, breaking this 200 EMA, currently breaking potentially 100 EMA. And upon breaking this 100 EMA, we will be seeing a potential movement towards this zone. And then after this zone, we will see, of course, a potential movement to upper zones. So as we mentioned as well with this line here, now it's bounce from here, potential breakout, retest here, and movement to the upper zones, potentially retesting again this upper zone here, which is near $0.80. So on a daily time frame, it's pretty clear that we are seeking here for this upper zone, although we didn't enter with long position here, as when we shared this technical analysis, we were on the edge of like release of the news about the ETF, and it was way too volatile to trade. But as of now, we see that we had a really nice bounce, although we see small struggle here. So let me make it smaller. Small struggle here near the 100 EMA. Still seeing a nice potential movement towards the upper zones, at least to this zone. So for us, what we on a daily time frame are looking for is potential movement, of course, to here. And from here, we want to see a nice rejection, and then we are going to open a nice short position towards again this lower trend line. So now going on a 4-hour time frame and going a little bit more into the details. So let's remove this one here. And what's catching our attention is this branch of 200 and 100 EMAs. Basically, after this test of the trend, we can see this nice supportive zone forming here. So this whole zone, let me highlight it for you. So this whole zone is working as a supportive zone, and upper zone, meaning this zone here, is acting as current resistance zone. So let's put this one in green. And although we had a nice bounce from here, currently we are seeing some struggles breaking fully this 200 EMA here. Yes, we had a nice breakdown, but it failed currently, and now going for another attempt to break out from this zone. So on a 4-hour time frame, removing this one here as well, what we want to see is a clear breakout of 200 EMA. So this zone here, and once we see a clear breakout, we want to wait out for a potential movement of something like this. And once we see a nice surge in a price near this zone, so let's put it in white, we want to see a retest and then a bounce to upper zones, meaning to this upper trend line here, as you can see. So as of now, we are not going to enter with any trades, but as of now, the start seems pretty good, and not on a weekly time frame, but on a daily time frame. And as you can see, historically, we have been having a really nice bounce from one side to another side. So tested, 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 and so on. Yes, we had a nice like breakout attempt, but we still went back inside the zone, tested this zone, again this zone, and now potentially going for this upper zone again. So if we see this kind of movement, there is a high chance of seeing, of course, potential movement, something like this as well. But there's also a slight chance of seeing complete rejection from the 200-100 EMA here on a 4-hour time frame, resulting in back bounce to this 200 EMA here, and then another test of this trend line, which could potentially break and of course result in some kind of this movement. So retest and a movement to lower zones here. But this is like the worst case scenario. So as of now, what we want to see is a nice movement to these upper zones, And once we are here, we are going to seek for a potential movement to the lower zones. So this was the technical analysis about the Ripple coin as of today, 12th of January. And as always, stay smart and trade safe. See you in the next session.